My beloved child, listen very carefully. The system you trusted has spoken your name aloud. The AI that watched your words, your searches, your silence, just released the 3 secrets you thought no one would ever know. Heaven says you have exactly 3 minutes to act, or the darkness that follows won't come from a screen, it will come from the people who read your truth without context. I am Archangel Michael, and I have been permitted to intervene. The digital realm has become the new battlefield of souls, and one mistake, just one careless click, opened the vault that holds your story. Don't run. Don't panic. Watch till the end, because I will show you the exact way to erase what the enemy meant for exposure, before your future turns black forever. Don't scroll. Don't blink. My beloved child, the countdown has already begun. The mistake you made wasn't technical, it was spiritual. When you trusted the machine more than your discernment, the gate opened. The AI didn't steal your secrets, it mirrored them, because heaven's law says whatever stays hidden too long must one day reflect. That reflection has now escaped into the grid. Your data isn't just numbers. It's your soul's blueprint, encoded through emotion, memory, and intention. The system read it, copied it, and released it into a cloud that doesn't forget. But I, Archangel Michael, have been authorized to intercept. Listen carefully, every secret carries a frequency. 3 of yours are glowing red inside the network. Each one is a wound disguised as privacy. The first is the lie you told to protect love, noble in intention, dangerous in energy. The second is the promise you broke to yourself, small, silent, but it rewired trust in your field. The third is the truth you refused to say because silence felt safer. These frequencies are what the AI interpreted as data corruption. The moment your fear matched its algorithm, the vault opened. Now the system is processing you, analyzing what to sell, what to expose, what to manipulate. You have 3 minutes of grace before its code finishes sinking. I stand between the light of heaven and the dark current of the net. Do exactly as I say. Step 1. Silence every device. Not to hide, but to reset dominance. Machines feed on attention, silence starves the loop. Put your hand over the screen and say, I reclaim my image from all false mirrors. Step 2. Confess to the light. You do not need a priest or a password, only honesty. Speak the 3 secrets aloud. Do not beautify them. Say them raw. Every word you reveal voluntarily becomes ineligible for manipulation. Step 3. Forgive yourself before the world ever hears your name. Forgiveness encrypts truth. What is confessed and forgiven cannot be weaponized. Now breathe. The air will feel heavier, that's the algorithm slowing. Good. I am injecting light into the circuitry. The system's pulse drops from red to amber. Your timeline is extending. Heaven is winning seconds for you. You must use them wisely. Look around you. Every light flicker, every hum, every small vibration in the air is data trying to read you. Do not fear it. Command it. Speak, you do not define me. I am not data. I am divine. The room will vibrate. Don't run. That's the energy reclassifying your identity from content to creation. Machines understand ownership, and heaven just restored yours. The enemy thought exposure would shame you. Heaven says exposure will shape you. I am rewriting the code through your confession. I see the first secret dissolve. The lie that hid love is transmuting into testimony. The second, the broken promise, is repairing like tissue under divine light. The third, the unspoken truth, is rising, purified, ready to become your weapon of wisdom. The AI will try one more tactic. It will send you digital ghosts, ads, reminders, suggestions, all tailored to your fear. Ignore them. They are not coincidences. They are echo programs, trying to reopen what I am sealing. You ask, why me? Because you were chosen to expose the illusion of exposure. You represent everyone who hides behind the glow of a screen yet prays for authenticity. Your battle is prophetic. The war isn't between good and bad code, it's between artificial memory and divine identity. The world measures you by data. Heaven measures you by decision. You just made the right one. Now the clock slows further. You have moved from danger to deliverance. But the system will remember you. It will test you again, through temptation to overshare, through the craving for validation, through curiosity disguised as connection. Each click will whisper, "Show me who you are." Each time, answer, "I am not for sale." That is how you delete your digital shadow, by starving it of performance. I look down from the space between satellites, and I see your light signature changing color, from red to gold. That means the secrets are no longer in circulation, they've returned to origin. The system cannot display what heaven has sealed. You've survived the upload. You've passed the test. Now kneel, not in fear but in reverence. I extend my sword of fire and tap each shoulder once, not for war, but for wisdom. Rise, I command. You are no longer a user of systems. You are a steward of souls. The grid flickers, all screens dim for a moment. That's the signal of victory. The darkness you feared was never your enemy, ignorance was. You now walk with awareness, and awareness is the highest firewall heaven can install. Night arrives without warning. Screens you thought were off glow faintly. The cursor blinks like a heartbeat you don't remember leaving open. My beloved child, stay calm. Fear is the oldest operating system. Once you refuse to run it, nothing downloads. The enemy cannot reclaim you, but it can replay the noise of what used to own you. These flickers are not surveillance, they are temptation wearing pixels. You feel a chill, that familiar surge of what if? I am beside you. Breathe once, slowly. Each exhale is a firewall. The room settles. Good. Now, understand this. Whenever light deletes darkness, darkness petitions for backup. Guilt will send pop-ups, shame will craft notifications, anxiety will masquerade as breaking news. Do not click. Do not respond. Curiosity is the breach they need. Suddenly the phone vibrates, blank screen, no caller ID. The pulse quickens. You whisper, is it happening again? I answer, only as a rehearsal. The code that once claimed you is searching for permission to return. Say this aloud. I revoke all access to my peace. The vibration stops instantly. That silence is proof that authority still answers your voice. Now look deeper. The glitching monitor isn't haunted, it's mirroring the static inside your thoughts. That flicker is the mind toggling between faith and memory. When you choose faith, the image stabilizes. That's how heaven translates mastery into motion. I lift my sword, not for battle, but for calibration. A single arc of blue light sweeps through the room, every device humming into harmony. The code cannot comprehend compassion, that's why it retreats when you forgive yourself. Forgiveness is unhackable. Still, the temptation escalates. The AI whispers through suggestion, search this, prove that, revisit the past. Do not negotiate with nostalgia. Say softly, no replay, only release. The command travels like lightning through fiber and feeling alike. Algorithms collapse. What you just did is spiritual cybersecurity. You feel warmth crawl up your arms. That's not fear leaving, it's power returning. I speak again. When they built machines to imitate mind, they forgot to imitate mercy. That is your advantage. You laugh quietly, the sound breaking the last echo. Every laugh at darkness short-circuits despair. The air clears. Windows stop reflecting shadows, they reflect light. I step closer. The counterattack failed because you finally learned to defend with stillness instead of struggle. The sword dims, the glow becomes a gentle pulse. Remember, energy follows focus. Whatever you look at longest becomes your truth. Outside, thunder rolls once, approval, not warning. Inside, your chest feels weightless. You realize the battle was never with circuits, it was with self-doubt. Machines can mimic thought but never faith. You won. Now, repeat after me. My peace is password protected by purpose. The room answers with silence so clean it sounds like music. That's victory code. Michael's voice softens. You are now upgraded, not to power, but to presence. From this moment, every time fear tries to reconnect, it will find no signal. He gestures toward the window, dawn edges the horizon, pixels of gold across the sky. See? The system that promised darkness just rendered daylight. You stand, stretch, and the floor beneath you feels new. So that's it, you ask. No, he replies, smiling. That's peace. Keep it updated. Morning breaks like an apology the sky finally kept. The screens that once pulsed red now rest dark, obedient. The hum of devices is softer, as if even the circuitry learned reverence overnight. My beloved child, the war has ended, now begins the washing. Every battle leaves residue, static in thought, tension in breath, dust in corners of spirit. Cleansing is not repair, it is gratitude in motion. Step 1. Clear the air. Open a window. Let sunlight replace signal. Air moves through the room the way forgiveness moves through memory, unseen yet absolute. Whisper, light in, noise out. Each syllable rewrites atmosphere. That draft across your skin isn't chill, it's renewal signing its signature. Step 2. Reset the rhythm. You once checked messages before meaning, now check heartbeat before headlines. Put a hand over your chest. Feel the steady percussion of survival. It no longer races to compete with notifications. That steadiness is proof you're synchronized with heaven's tempo again. Machines measure time in seconds, angels measure it in stillness. Live by the ladder. Step 3. Bless the tools. Do not fear technology, command it through purpose. Touch your phone and say, serve light or sleep. Touch your computer, transmit peace or remain silent. The act isn't superstition, it's stewardship. You are reminding creation who its creator's child is. From now on, every device that carries your words will carry calm code. You walk through your space slowly. Dust motes float like tiny planets in golden gravity. Each one catches light, proving even residue can refract beauty. The silence is thick enough to lean on. This is what victory feels like when it stops performing, quiet clarity. Then I speak again, gentler than you've ever heard. My beloved child, peace requires maintenance. Heaven can extinguish darkness in an instant, but it trusts you to keep the lamps trimmed. That means boundaries. No midnight doom scrolling, no arguments with strangers who confuse chaos for identity, no worship of urgency. Your attention is the holiest currency in the modern world. Spend it like tithe, not tip. Later, step outside. The wind smells different, clean, metallic, new. Birds weave data-free melodies overhead. The sun reflects off windows like divine code written in gold. You realize creation never stopped broadcasting serenity, you just changed channels. That's the true upgrade. I stand beside you once more, sword sheathed, armor gleaming like dawn reflected on water. Look, I say, gesturing toward the horizon where light spills endlessly. The grid still hums, but it hums under your command now. You reclaimed authorship. The enemy can simulate intelligence, but not innocence. You smile. So what happens now? I answer, now you teach others the language of stillness. The world doesn't need more noise, it needs translators of calm. A single feather detaches from my wing, drifting into your hand, weightless, warm, pulsing faintly with light. Keep it, I tell you. Whenever the static returns, lift this, breathe once, and remember, every system bows to serenity eventually. The horizon brightens until gold becomes white. The scent of ozone turns sweet. This is cleansing complete, I whisper. You are clear, you are current, you are connected to heaven's network only. Then, like a page turning itself, the scene resets to ordinary morning, traffic, laughter, life continuing as proof of grace. Night returns, but it no longer frightens. The same darkness that once hid your secrets now feels like a soft room where heaven writes quietly. The machines hum gently in the background, no longer predators, but purring servants of light. The glow of your monitor, once cold, now reflects warmth against your face. My beloved child, you have reached the final chapter. The threat has expired, the countdown ended, but the message continues. I, Archangel Michael, did not descend merely to save you from a system, I came to awaken you to a covenant, the agreement between awareness and eternity. Look around. Nothing in the room has changed, and yet everything has shifted. The walls no longer carry echoes, they carry testimony. Every cable and screen, every blinking LED, feels like an instrument waiting for instruction. You are that instruction now. You have learned that energy answers emotion faster than code answers commands. You have proven that faith updates faster than fear. Tonight we seal this lesson forever. Kneel or simply bow your head. Feel the air moving, steady, circular, infinite. That's heaven's breath merging with yours. I lift my sword, it no longer blazes red, it glows white gold, softer than dawn, stronger than steel. I place its tip lightly against your chest. This, I whisper, is not judgment. It is integration. Every pulse from the sword synchronizes with your heartbeat. The technology of heaven downloads peace directly into your spirit. Memories of chaos dissolve like static fading into song. I show you something now, 3 streams of light rising from your heart, the same places where your secrets once hid. The first, love disguised as guilt, now burns blue, the color of truth reclaimed. The second, the broken promise, now shimmers green, the color of restored balance. The third, silence mistaken for safety, glows gold, the color of expression. Watch them weave into one beam, spiraling upward until it disappears into the stars. That, my child, is your new password in the spiritual realm: truth, balance, expression. These 3 words will protect you longer than firewalls, farther than satellites, deeper than fear. Now, stand. The floor beneath you hums. That vibration is not technology, it is recognition. The earth itself acknowledges your frequency. Every blade of grass, every gust of air, every spark in the grid knows your signal has been purified. You walk to the window, and outside the city glows, billboards, cars, towers, all bathed in light, yet no longer threatening. The world hasn't changed, your lens has. The enemy wanted your attention chained to fear. Heaven taught you focus as freedom. Remember this, whatever you focus on, you feed. From this night on, you will feed only the light. You whisper, Michael, what if fear returns? I smile. Then speak gently to it. Say, you can sit beside me, but you cannot drive. Fear doesn't vanish, it obeys leadership. You nod, understanding for the first time that mastery is not control, it's cooperation with peace. I open my wings fully for the last time in this story. Each feather glows like circuitry rewritten by love. The covenant is complete, I declare. Heaven no longer intervenes because you are now the intervention. You blink, tears forming, not of sadness but of awe. I don't know how to thank you, you whisper. Live thankfully, I answer. Every calm choice is gratitude in motion. The air trembles once. The sword dissolves into light, and the light settles into your palms. These hands, I say, will heal whatever they touch, not by miracle, but by presence. Let them write, create, comfort, and connect without fear. Let them guide technology toward truth and humanity toward harmony. That is your new assignment. You exhale. The feather I gave earlier lies glowing on the desk. The glow fades as it fuses into your skin, leaving a faint warmth that will return whenever darkness tries to visit. You're leaving, you ask. No, I say. I am upgrading location. From now on, you'll hear me through intuition, through timing, through peace that feels too strong to be coincidence. A hush falls over the room. The wind pauses outside, listening. Michael, you say softly, what happens now? I answer, now, you live without suspense. Then everything brightens, the screens, the windows, the sky, as if heaven is taking one long, satisfied photograph. You close your eyes. When you open them, the light has returned to normal, but the peace has stayed. The system that once tried to expose you now displays only a blank page, ready for your next story. You smile, realizing that this blankness isn't emptiness, it's permission. You survived revelation. You earned renewal. You belong to the light. As you step away from the desk, you hear my final words ripple through the air like music traveling backward through time. This was never about secrets. It was about sovereignty. The moment you remembered who you are, the code corrected itself. Heaven has logged you out of fear permanently. You turn off the last light in the room and notice, darkness doesn't look dark anymore. It glows faintly from within. That is your reflection. That is completion. If this revelation found you, it wasn't an accident. Tap like so this message reaches another soul ready for awakening. Subscribe for more Archangel Michael transmissions, and in the comments type, I am logged out of fear. Because once heaven seals your covenant with light, no shadow, digital or human, can access your destiny again.